Would you believe me if I told you that these two 100 amp solar panels are currently outperforming this 300 watt solar panel? Let's get into it. These two 100 amp panels came from a cheap workday kit I ordered off of Amazon, and I've wired them in series to provide power down to the charge controller. This is basically a no-name brand panel, 300 watts, also a very cheap solar panel on Amazon. I installed this panel to give me some solar experience and also to power that 110 volt mini split. Here is where I think we're going to find why these panels are performing differently based on numbers. This is a cheap Victron MPPT solar charge controller. It's a 50 amp solar charge controller that I got on Amazon with the plan to basically expand and also give me the opportunity to charge my batteries at a much higher rate. The charge controller connected to these two solar panels is under the bed, and I'm not going to take the bed apart to show you, but I'll put a picture of it here on the screen. It's a 7515 Victron MPPT charge controller. This kit came with a very cheap non-MPPT charge controller, and I quickly realized it wasn't doing anything for my batteries. So I went ahead and replaced it, and I think that's the best thing I could have done. It is exactly 3 p.m. right now. And as you can see, the sun is almost perfectly overhead. These panels are mounted flat on this RV roof, and that one is angled slightly on the shed. So what I'm going to do is open up the apps for both of these, and I'm going to show you them side by side because I think this Victron is just a much better charge controller than that Victron. And again, this is my first experience with solar. This was the first solar kit I ever installed, and then that solar panel is my second one. I have another solar panel on the way, and I think the plan is to start putting solar panels along this fence here because the sun goes basically exact opposite of the fence. So I'm going to get some solar panels and some ground mounts, and I'm going to expand as I can afford to. But let's talk about the performance of these two MPPT charge controllers. So I've got the app open for the Victron, and I'm going to show this on the screen, and I will side by side these. But right now, I'm getting 107 watts from the Victron charge controller from those two workday solar panels. I've got 37 volts, and that's because I ran them in series with 2.9 amps coming from them. Again, those are in series. Those are 12 volt panels, so we're going to get like a 24 volt. I think that's about right. But as you can see, the voltage here is saying 13.4 volts and 7.8 amps. So 8 or 9 amps is about the best I think that I've ever seen on this one. So 8 or 9 amps is what we're getting, and basically right at 8 amps at bulk and 106 watts with the sun exactly where it's at. So let's go over to the other one, pull that app up and see what we're getting there. So this Victron goes to the Smart Life app, and we are currently pulling 100.9 watts. So it says there's 106 watts coming from the battery, and we're getting 7.5 amps. So we are about a half of an amp lower on the Victron right now than we are on the Victron. So it's very interesting to see these two voltages side by side and understanding that. See, now we're almost at 7 amps on this Victron when we're at, we're a little farther, right? So in essence, they're almost running exactly the same, but I'm only getting 100 watts from this panel to my batteries, which is 1/3 the rating, while I'm getting more than half of the power from the Victron to my batteries. So, you be the judge and tell me what's going on here. But I think that is a pretty interesting numbers, pretty interesting given the, we're in direct sunlight. It should be kicking it right now. And I'll go back to the Victron. Again, we're getting more amps, more watts from 200 amps of solar versus 300 watts. So like I said, I'm new to solar. I just retired from the military. The only thing that's changed so far as a retired Marine is I'm trying to eat less crayons. So you gotta bear with me. I'm gonna learn here. I'll eventually, get smarter than I am now. Maybe, hopefully. Otherwise, I'm just going to do dumb stuff, and you guys can learn from my mistakes. But also right now, there's no load on the batteries on that other one. This one is actually has a 12-volt air conditioner running, so it should be pulling more load from that. Let's go turn that off and see if it changes anything. Everything's off in there, no change. It's all the same. I have seen some higher numbers on both of these. So I have seen this one go over 10 or 11 amps, and that one has peaked at about 10.1 amps. So maybe the UV is just not as strong today as it was the last couple days that we actually had sun. You know, looking at AI and trying to learn everything I could, this said that it should be fairly comparable. This should still not produce as much. It should still, you know, we should still be getting, you know, 100 watts out of that one, but that one should be giving us 150, even though these are run in series, which does change the math a little bit, but it doesn't really account for why this one is giving more watts than that one, and that one is, you know, 1/3 more powerful than these two. This one's giving us half of what it is. You know, it's rated. It says it's 200 watts. I'm getting a little over 100. I'm getting the same from that one, and it should be 300. So is that just an inferior panel? I'll put the link in the description to the panels that I'm using. And some of you guys and gals who are smarter than me can tell me, you know, what's going on. But I think it's the charge controllers. So I think if I took this charge controller, I put it on that one, and again, this is mounted under the bed, so it's a nightmare to get everything apart and take the mattress off and all that stuff. Put the slide, it's a thing. It's a whole deal. So if this Victron was on there, even though this is only a 15 amp Victron, and that's a 50 amp bite run, I would probably still get more amps and better wattage from the Victron plugged into that solar panel than that bite run gets. So what I didn't mention is these are, I think, exactly the same price. They both cost exactly $69. So the price is the same. So it's interesting that at the same price point, even though you're paying for less power and a nicer inverter charge controller, you're getting about the same exact output. But that doesn't account for the difference in the solar panels. So I don't think these were cheap. This was like a $200 kit for these. It came with everything you needed to install it. You know, that solar panel was like a $220 solar panel. So it should still slightly outperform these two. I don't know what to say. So it should be a simple, quick video, guys. I just wanted to show you my real world numbers. Like my tests are just, you know, people question some of the tests that I do or the results and saying they're not real. Like, this is real. I literally just walked over there, pulled up the Bluetooth, and it's side by side. I'll have it on the screen side by side, or I did have it on the screen side by side, what that one is pulling and what this one's pulling, literally right now, in, you know, feet away from each other in the exact same sunlight. So, you know, if anything, the one on the shed is angled slightly better to the sun because it's not flat, but it should be perfect conditions for them, but the numbers are different. So again, help me out, let me know what's going on, and you'll help me figure this out. But yeah, guys, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll catch you on the next one. As I'm about to record, there's only one cloud in the sky and it's covering up the sun.